The Institute for Clinical and Economic Review, or ICER, has become an increasingly prominent player in the discussion around US drug pricing over the past 12 months. It has revealed some recent updates to the list of topics it plans to cover in 2016. Michael, what is the organisation and what is its mandate?
ICER is an independent non-profit institute that has tasked itself with helping to shape the public debate on drug pricing here in the U.S. It has done this by taking publicly available data on a new drug's comparative effectiveness and applying an assessment framework to determine what monetary value the product is providing. ICER does not have a specific mandate, meaning its conclusions are not intended to drive any particular decision-making, but rather are meant to enrich the public debate by providing an unbiased, transparent resource for information about the value of various new medicines, something that has been sorely lacking here in the U.S.
So, which products have been reviewed so far and which ones are next on its list?
Last year, ICER released reports on several high-profile new drugs, including HCV drugs, anti-PCSK9 antibodies for hypercholesterolemia, and Novartis' new heart failure medicine, Entresto. Its latest round of cost-effectiveness reviews were issued late last year and focused on long-acting insulin from Novo Nordisk, and GlaxoSmithKline's severe asthma drug, Nucala. The organization has also recently released a tentative schedule of drugs it plans to review this year. Among the topics on the list are class reports on medicines for non-small cell lung cancer, multiple sclerosis, and anti-IL-17 antibodies for psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis. Next up for ICER is a draft report on drugs for relapsed multiple myeloma that will be unveiled on April 7th, which will be followed by a 2-week public comment period, and then a revised report will be posted and discussed at a public meeting in May. ICER's most recent announcement revealed a plan to assess the comparative clinical effectiveness of Intercept's obeticholic acid, which is under review at FDA for the orphan indication of primary biliary cirrhosis. The organization's real reason for putting it under the microscope, though, is because of the significant interest from physicians and patients in using it in NASH, which is a far more prevalent liver condition.
Okay, and what type of feedback has ICER been getting from the industry since it's been releasing these reports?
Drug makers and stakeholders throughout the industry have been invited to provide comments and feedback on all of ICER's reports, and it's clear that the organization's work has caught the attention of companies throughout the healthcare universe. Groups like PhRMA, the trade organization for the pharmaceutical industry, and the National Pharmaceutical Council, a health policy think tank, have issued statements acknowledging the importance of ICER's work, while also respectfully offering criticisms of various components of the value framework it uses. Amgen issued a public statement including some of the same feedback, including tweaks to the framework, which was issued soon after the ICER published its review of Repatha, the anti-PCSK9 antibody, last fall. There have even been some suggestions that ICER's report on the HCV therapies has influenced the pricing for Merck and Company's recently approved Zepatier, but there is no way of knowing for sure. The industry's feedback is likely to continue to grow over the course of the next 12 months as the Institute increases the number of drugs it assesses.